Okay, we're going to learn how to repair a dryer heating element. So let's look at the tools first. This is a 5/16 nut driver. It's the needle nose pliers, a diagonal cutting pliers called a dikes. This is for cutting wire. A heavier duty lineman's plier. This is a wire stripping tool. A little light is helpful. A Phillips head screwdriver, wire twisting pliers. This is sanding cloth. You can use sanding paper. This is called crocus cloth. It's 120 grit. Nickel chromium wire called nichrome wire. This is 28 gauge. It's pretty thin. And I'm going to use this piece of cardboard to lay on. And the first tool I'm going to use is the nut driver. Always unplug the electrical plug. And come down here, take out the screw, and put it somewhere where it won't get lost. Take out the screw. Just take this panel off. This panel just lifts up, comes right off. And then what I usually like to do is I like to take a wet rag and just kind of wipe out the dust because it gets very dusty. And I'm going to use my light. There are two screws that are holding this in, this heating element, and they are way back in there. And basically we're just going to take this entire heater element assembly out. This dryer, I don't really need to unhook these wires. They're fine just the way they are because I can work on it the way this is. This is our broken connector here, our broken joint, where we have this nichrome wire that you can see is broken. So I'm going to just snip that. Here's this one. Okay. And I'm going to take this side off too a little bit, shorten this one a little bit. And it's not going to make a whole lot of difference that you're going to be shortening this whole wire by maybe an inch, because there's a lot of length to this wire. Okay, so let's do this part over. I'm going to just sand this, get it as clean as possible because it has oxides on it from getting real hot. Okay, so that's pretty clean. Okay, now I'm going to do this again. Okay, so I got that clamped, and then now I'm going to take this pliers.
So basically, you just have to reestablish the connection between them, and that's it?
Yes, we just have to reestablish that connection. So we're going to twist and get it as tight as possible.
What causes it to break?
Heat and
age.
Yeah, age. All heating elements like this will eventually fail. They get very, very hot.
So basically you just take out the heating element, trim it, sand it, reconnect it, and you're done. Yes.
Additional feature, I'm using nichrome wire. This wire is the exact wire that we find here. It's a little bit smaller gauge.
And what is that for?
This is, see, nichrome wire is a special wire that's made from nickel and chromium, and I'm going to wrap this around here tightly, and when electricity passes through it, it has resistance to the voltage, and it actually gets hot as electricity goes through it. So our new joint looks like this. It's completely wrapped with nichrome wire, and now I'm going to tuck it in so that is in a similar, these little porcelain stands, they hold the nichrome wire in place, the coil. So now we can test it. I'll show you how it looks, how an element looks when it is working. Here we go. Okay, now watch this.
Oh wow, I can feel the heat.
Yeah, you can feel the heat.
Wow.
It's got a lot of heat.
Cool, Dad.
So get a close-up of that.
Wow.
That will get to 2,500 degrees. Let me show you one more thing. While this cools, oftentimes you have a door on a refrigerator, a door on a dryer, or whatever that is sagging, and that won't close very well. So what that usually is a hinge, which is this. So go over to your hinges and check out, especially the top hinges, and make sure they're tight. Also on regular wooden doors, if they do not close correctly, check that top hinges, and that will be the hinge that needs to work. The element is all fixed, however, it still needs to be put back. I made sure that the coils of wire are nestled in these little porcelain holders. That's how they should look. And nothing is sticking out so that it would rub against something metal inside the dryer. And I check again to make sure that the plug is unplugged. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it back in. It goes right in that recess there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Some dryers will be different than this.